Go one-on-one with a former Knockouts World Champion, Tasha Steeles, and also the Rascals, former TNA World Tag Team Champions, are in action tonight on Impact.
Huge night of action, and starting it off an all-star faction here. Of course, the System kicking things off. And, you know,
Hold on, here's a cover. Shoulders down there for just a moment. Broken Matt Hardy, two-time TNA World Champion. Same can be said for Eddie Edwards. What history these two have in this company.
We have a ton of people here with TNA history, Brian Myers as well, but then the big X factor here, Ryan Nemeth, who's been sticking his nose into the System's business since the minute he was lucky enough to get a front row ticket.
No pun intended with the X for Xavier University. I see what you were doing there, but no, I understand your point. Ooh, and Hardy is biting Eddie Edwards. Ryan Nemeth, back in Las Vegas at Rebellion, was a guest of TNA Wrestling, and in the weeks after the fact, as Hardy's just demolishing the left arm of Eddie Edwards. But TNA Wrestling has sanctioned Ryan Nemeth to compete, obviously, in the Champions Challenge, and tonight, here with Broken Matt Hardy.
And I hope he is ready for what the System is ready to dish out.
Oh!
Although Matt Hardy has gained the advantage here for his team.
Oh, out of the corner, Broken Matt Hardy, one of the greatest tag team wrestlers of all time, no matter what form he's in. Here's a cover and a kick out. Nemeth trying to put away the System. Have you had the opportunity to speak with Ryan Nemeth about what went down at the hands of the System, taking out his brother Nic Nemeth weeks ago?
I exchanged a couple words with good old Briggles over there, although he didn't seem too keen to talk to me. Now, obviously, like anybody would be, look, I get it. Your family is attacked outside the bounds of a wrestling match. Ryan has been in the business, has watched his brother in the business. That part is no strange territory. But it was those extra lengths that the System went to, speaking of which.
And there's Alicia Edwards, one half of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions. A distraction by Alicia, setting the table for Brian Myers to take over.
And that's what I mean, is those extra lengths the System go to take out their opponents, much like they did to the wanted man, Nic Nemeth, wrapping that chair around his face.
A reminder, TNA Wrestling and Powertown Wrestling all have joined forces to bring the first TNA action figures in nearly a decade. Series 1 includes Eddie Edwards and Moose of the System, plus Jordan Grace and Josh Alexander. You can head to PowertownWrestling.com now because the pre-sale ends on Friday, May 31st, a week from tomorrow at midnight Eastern time. And once it's over, the Series 1 figures will not be available any longer. So again, head to PowertownWrestling.com now.
As right now in the match, the System starting to systematically break Ryan Nemeth apart.
Of course, Ray, what it felt like after Under Siege, the System could do no wrong in your eyes and in their own eyes, but all of a sudden, a whole new group of challengers have stood up in their way, all trying to disrupt their control as Myers takes Nemeth off his feet.
And they always knew that was going to be the case. There's a reason they have all the gold that they do. It's because they are smart, tactical competitors. From the very top, from the world champion to the tag team champions to the Knockouts tag team champion. They know exactly that there is a target on their back, and they are doing their job here and striking first.
And the TNA World Champion Moose, conspicuous by his absence, perhaps a little bit worried about Broken Matt Hardy. Clearly Eddie Edwards is.
I mean, hey, again, just trying to do whatever it takes to break the enemy down. Whether you like it or not, it's damn effective as being proven right now.
Myers and Edwards have been reigning as the TNA World Tag Team Champions now for 76 days.
And counting. The power continuing.
Suplex, hook to the leg there. Ryan Nemeth gets left shoulder up in time.
The power continuing to accumulate for the System. Threats from all around, but I don't say their confidence wavering at all.
Clearly. Eddie Edwards tags into the matchup, showing complete disrespect for Ryan Nemeth, who Eddie Edwards defeated his brother Nic Nemeth weeks ago, and then was after the matchup that Ryan Nemeth had to watch Edwards in the system destroy his brother, wrap a steel chair around his neck.
Yes!
Oh, and now Ryan Nemeth with the DDT. Ryan Nemeth has bought himself some time.
Pulling a play out of the wanted man's book there. Is that enough?
And a tag made. It's Hardy to meet Myers. And the Broken One has made it his mission in life to delete the system.
And in doing so, capture the TNA World Championship.
Well, he wants to procure the championship of the world, Ray Walt.
Of course, how specific in his vocabulary.
Now Hardy, rushes at Edwards, clothesline in the corner. Goes after Myers, 2 for 1 for the Broken One.
Look, I may think the guy's a weirdo with 6 loose screws, but you can't argue with the effectiveness of him in the ring.
Call for the twist of fate. Edwards, tried to run interference, but both men suffering DDTs. Cover here on Myers, who's legal, and a kick out.
Gonna take a lot more than that to put the TNA World Tag Team Champions down, that's for sure.
Oh, now look at this, bringing Myers down to the canvas in a submission attempt here by Hardy, as broken up the hard way by Edwards.
Tying up both the arms, straining the neck. That was a pretty nasty submission hold, but the system, they've got each other's back.
Myers taking a cheap shot there, and Nemeth to take away any sort of tag option, focusing 2-on-1 on Hardy.
I mean, we're talking about the TNA World Tag Team Champions. This
Wait a minute.
is no easy feat.
Think about the backpack stunner, elbow drop combination. Hardy felt it coming, countered, and Nemeth is legal. I don't know if the system's aware. Twist of fate.
Incidental contact caused all of this. Look out.
Cross body, cover. Nemeth and Hardy have pinned the tag team champions.
Here are your winners, Broken Matt Hardy and Ryan Nemeth.
You have got to be kidding me. Ryan Nemeth tries to ride his brother's coattails into TNA, and now he rides Matt Hardy's coattails to a victory here.
Nemeth and Hardy have upset the system. The reigning TNA World Tag Team Champions attacking Nemeth after the fact, and now Hardy going after Myers.
And there's the world champion.
Oh, and a spear by the face of the franchise. The TNA World Champion, Moose, finally shows himself tonight.
Conspicuous by his absence, and now blowing things up due to his presence, and about to split the Broken One in half.
Another spear by Moose. And the system levels the playing field. On the Raymond, I don't think the system is done yet.
Not quite.
Oh, God.
Look at this. How many groups can you see standing tall like this? Even in technical loss, stand tall. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, Raymond, I mentioned it moments ago. This is exactly what the system did to Nic Nemeth, to put him on the shelf. The system trying to take out his brother, Ryan Nemeth, tonight.
What's good for one is good for the other.
Oh my God.
Hold on a second. Nic Nemeth is in the impact zone.
He's back.
The wanted man, disarming Moose. Nic Nemeth protecting his brother. Nic Nemeth is back in TNA.
He's got his sights laser focused on the system as if there was any doubt.
More problems continuing to mount for the system. We are just getting started here tonight on TNA Impact. For more on our main events, let's check in with Gia Miller.